Hello once again YouTube, Chris the Nightbringer here, bringing you some new in Fleetworks, and today I present you the Burst. It is finished, and there is a whole bunch of stuff going on with it, because it's done. It's finished, it's ready for release, and in fact I will be releasing it this weekend, if not today. In fact, I have some ambitious plans. I plan on releasing 2 videos this weekend, as well as completing a channel trailer, which is something that I have yet to do for my channel. I recently just put up some channel artwork. It's not really something crazy, it took me like 20 minutes to set up. But there's channel art on my channel now, which is good because I haven't had it since my channel was a thing, which was like 3 or 4 years. So that's new, and I finally got that done. So yeah, I mean, if you care, you can go check that out. And if you care about the channel trailer, you can also check that out. I'll be releasing that hopefully this weekend. Once I put it together, it shouldn't take me too long. I have a whole bunch of footage that I can use. Aside from that, let's take a look at the Burst real quick. I've got a ton of the exterior detail down, and I really like the look that all this exterior detail has given this ship. You know, there's all sorts of paneling. There's moderate amounts of armor on the ship. You know, I'm using paint as pipes because it's the most cylindrical looking object that is thinner than a block. If there's other objects, please let me know, but I think I went through them all, and that's the only thing that came to mind. We have pipes, and, you know, we have a whole bunch of greeble going on here. This I just absolutely love. It looks so mechanical and so exposed, and I just love that look. And there's more of that going on in the back here as well. You know, just all sorts of random details, all sorts of pipes that I've added. For example, over here, there's some orange pipes, because they're supposed to be brown. This is about as close to brown pipe as I can get without using a full block, and I think it looks good. I think it looks really decent. I think there should be more armoring on this side of the engine, so I'll check that out in the future. I'll check out and make sure that that's working. I got the logic lights going. If I zoom out real quick, you can see them blinking. You know, there's actually only 3 lights that blink on this ship, so that kind of makes my life a little bit easier. There are some ships that have like a full, complete, like triple rotation for where their lights when they go off. And it's kind of nuts because, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, from what I understand, a delay block can only hook up to a light. No, my mistake. A light can only be hooked up to a delay block once. If I try and hook up a separate delay block to it, or a second one, it will take that one and it will remove the delay block connection from the first one. I don't know if that's true for all logic, but that's what I'm experiencing so far. So if I'm wrong, please let me know. But from what I understand, I can only attach one delay block to each light, which means that I can only have one cycle of lights on a ship. It's kind of a bummer, but that's what I have to deal with. Because I would really actually just love to have all the lights go off when they're supposed to. I'm willing to put in that much effort, it doesn't really take that long. But anyway, real quick, we'll take a look at the insides of this ship. You enter from this little cargo bay door here. It's a really impractical design. I don't think it actually works. And considering that this ship was once a cargo hauler, or designed for cargo hauling, I think that's pretty bad considering what I had to make. The thing is there are no discernible doors on this ship at all, and I have no idea where to put them, so I decided to put them up here. Otherwise they would have been below, and I kind of think that looks ugly. Or would have looked ugly, so I decided to avoid that. So you drop into the ship from here. It's a moderately well-detailed interior. I think it's subpar from what I am capable of doing, and I'll demonstrate that in a few minutes. But, you know, this entire wall and this one are flat, and I think there's things that I just ran out of room. There's not enough room in this ship. If I had more room, you would see a better interior, especially in these areas as well. And then there's this captain's quarters, which probably needs another bed because there should probably be 2 people flying this ship and not just one. There's the pod and the cockpit right here, which actually has a really amazing view. And if it was a little bit higher, you'd actually see some of the front of the ship, and that is just cool as shit. I think that's awesome. So that's the view you'll be getting when you fly the ship if you fly it from the cockpit. There are no other cameras, so I should probably put one down here in the front. And this is where all the modules are, the medium slot and the low slot. And this is actually the fastest accelerating ship I've made so far. It's got a 2.8 thrust to mass ratio, I believe, or something crazy like that. Most ships that I've made so far are like 2.0 tops. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. I'm glad that I was capable of making a ship that fast. What I'm currently working on is the Breacher, and I plan on releasing this on Sunday. I plan on releasing the Burst today, if not sometime during this weekend. On Saturday is the latest I'll post it. But I plan on releasing the Burst for today, which should be Friday, and the Breacher should be released Sunday. So expect this in 2 days if you're watching this video when it comes out. And I'm currently working on the Breacher, and I should be finished with it tomorrow when this video is posted. And I'm already, you know, getting the very basics of the interior laid out. If I go up here, it's very dark, so I will turn on light mode. It'll look like crap, but at least you'll be able to see. I have the cargo bay, which is going to have very little in it, really. It's not going to be much going on. You're going to go up here. There's some areas where you can look out into the space. We have a crew quarters here, which is very small, and a corridor leading to this area here, which is going to be for modules. That being said, I think I should try and find a way to change the way this looks, because I'm not liking it so far. Just putting that out there. I don't actually know. I just don't like how this connects, so I think I might turn these sideways. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. If I turn it sideways, though, it will work, and there will be a separation between these two. I just got a text or something randomly. Sorry, I didn't actually mean to say that, and I don't know why, but I thought you guys would have heard that phone going off. Anyway, there's plenty of space for hopefully the systems of the ship, especially up here. These are where the low slot modules are going to go. There's 3 of them, 4 of the medium slot, and that's about it. So yeah, that's fun. Burst on Friday, Breacher on Sunday, and the Probe will be the next ship that I finish, because it's closest to being done. It has a magnificent interior, probably the best I have done so far, and it's not even finished yet, so I want to finish this ship and release it. And I mean, this is a big room for a frigate. I never thought a frigate would have so much room in it, and it does. So I really want to push this ship to release. It's massive. It's larger than I thought it was, as all of these frigates are, actually. What else was I going to do? You know what? Let's give you something nice to look at. I am going to get out of this ship. I will be back to save a copy of it in a moment, but I figured I should show you something nice. So change sector. Where is Sansha? -149. -28. 5. Alright, so I'm in my Sansha's sector. This is the place where I build Sansha stuff. Over here you can see the wall that I was working on a long time ago. I have no idea how much of this I showed in the past, but here is the wall. This is its current state of completion. There's the massive hallway that goes down for like a kilometer. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, and I crashed. Haha. So there's that. That's the Sansha's wall, which is a part of a larger complex of structures. But I figured I would show you the Sansha ships, because I haven't actually showed those in a video yet, or on live stream. So, load Sansha's Nation Succubus import Sansha's Nation Succubus. So, I just figured I would show these ships off. This is a Succubus. This is the Sansha's Nation frigate. As you can tell, it's a little bit larger than a regular frigate. This thing is probably destroyer-sized, but it's a frigate-class ship, or a frigate-sized ship. The classes are actually the names of the ships. So this is a Succubus, which means it's a Succubus-class frigate. So yeah, it's pretty big. I don't actually know how capable this thing is. I think it actually has some pretty good stats. I have no idea what the shielding is like on this ship, and as you can tell, it has a very unique design. It's all spiky and round. They kind of are... If you have to think of the Sansha in a particular way, think of them as the Borg. Basically, there's a whole bunch of these slaves that have been genetically and cybernetically modified by a man named Sansha Kuvaki. I think I pronounced his name right, Sansha Kuvaki. And he basically rose to power, and then he decided to start doing these experiments on people, and it led to a big battle and a big war sort of thing, and he's been banished and apparently killed, but so far his Sansha's nation is coming back. And what they do is they randomly jump into some location, and they abduct, quite literally, thousands of people at a time, and then they transport them back to their base. They make them slaves, they genetically modify them, they cybernetically modify them, and they turn them basically into the Borg. And it's pretty crazy because, frankly, the Borg don't have shit on that. Because these guys can just jump into any system they want at any time, abduct thousands of people, and then leave. And it's crazy because that's pretty significant. I don't think the Borg do that type of stuff often. They may have like big firepower and that's how they win their battles, but they don't just instantly teleport in and fuck up a whole star system. Just saying. The Borg ain't got nothing on Sansha's nation. The Borg is actually kind of less interesting in my opinion. But anyway, let's spawn in. Oh, it's not a phantom, it's a phantasm. Sansha's nation, phantasm. So this is their cruiser, and this is another one of their ships. It's pretty big. Again, for a cruiser, this is actually kind of large, just a little bit. This actually could possibly be considered a battle cruiser in terms of size. So this is another one of their ships, and keep in mind, this is something that you would see flying around one of these structures that's back there. So this is their, what is it? Cruiser. And again, there's spikes, it's round, they've got this bulbous shape, and I'm about to spawn in. What is it called? The Nightmare. The Nightmare is their battleship. And it's a very interesting take on a battleship. It's freaking huge, as is the case with the battleships from EVE Online. That may actually be larger than most. But it's vertical. It's very vertical. And at the same time, it keeps this round, bulbous shape by having all these interconnected sections of the ship. And it just looks alien as hell. It's really weird. So, yeah, while this thing loads, real quick, I have a new mic stand coming in. I have a pop filter and a mic stabilizer thing that I've gotten recently. I bought it, and it's pretty good, so you should be hearing a quality increase in my microphone, or audio levels, and all that stuff. I mean, currently, it's good, but it could be better, because right now I'm actually talking pretty far away from my mic. If I was talking as close as I should be, it should be like this, clearer, possibly, I don't know. Louder, certainly. But yeah, that's something you can expect in the future. So there is a battleship. Look at how big that wall is in the background. It's not so big anymore. No, it is not. It's actually quite terrifying how large these ships are. And I haven't even spawned in their carrier, which is even larger, by a significant magnitude. I, in fact, have not even seen the entirety of the carrier, because it takes so long to load the entire thing, and I can see so little of it at once that it's not even worth waiting that long to see the entire ship. That's how big it is. So, that's Sansha's Nation. I thought I would show it off. I think it's pretty neat. I figured you guys would find it pretty interesting. This wasn't the most exciting video, so I figured you guys could see that. And if I have any videos in the future where I have little to show, I'll spawn in a few ships that you haven't seen before, and we'll take a look at some new stuff. So for now, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe for more of this cool stuff that I post to my channel all the time. I do other things like station reviews, which will be coming back soon, probably over the weekend, as well as news-y type of videos for updates to the game itself. So thanks for watching, leave your feedback down below, and I will see you all next time.